So we're here with Austin and Bredan from Fire and EMS today. So let's get into the question. Okay, so I guess the first question that would be the most important to start off with would be, what exactly do you guys do in your lab?
Well, we do a lot. Started last year with a lot of fire aspect. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We're in the boring part now, EMS. But basically just a lot of learning about it is a big thing.
Yeah. The first year was definitely a lot more active. But, hey, what can you say, man? You can't really do much in the EMT.
Yeah, we just basically sit there, listen to our instructor, read the book, because it's all medical. It's all inside the body. You can't really do much with it. So, yeah.
Have you guys, relearned CPR and everything?
We learned it last year. But we'll touch on it here and there so we don't lose the skill, but we don't really recertify.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. State Nationals over here.
Hey, what can I say? Just had a win.
I've been in your lab, right, and I see you guys have that big ambulance in the back. Do you ever, mess with that during this EMT section or anything like that? Do you ever, prep for the inside, you know where everything is and, in case you need it type of thing?
Every department has a little bit different, so they put maybe one thing in one area and another one does another. So we don't really learn, necessarily where things would be at.
Right.
But we do use it for, the environment, I would say, definitely.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you guys ever actually driven the fire truck or ambulance?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was rough, but
yeah, there was I think just a random day last year. Fire truck sitting outside, and they're like, "All right, someone go out there with another instructor," and we hopped in the truck and started driving.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's a scary experience, but
Well, yeah, it's probably like driving a semi, basically.
but
yeah,
but
it doesn't pivot.
But guess what they tell you? We trust our insurance.
You gotta have good insurance.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
That's a funny thing.
So before the episode, I heard you talking about chainsaw on the fire truck.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Have you ever gotten that out and used it?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we have to.
Yeah.
We got to be able to, at a moment's notice, out in the field, run up a chainsaw and cut roofs. We don't use it too much, but
No, we used it twice.
yeah, twice. Juniors get a lot more. They're their favorite class, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, a lot happened last year too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like what type of chainsaw are we talking? Like a big one, or is it like a smaller one?
I think you need a pretty big one if you're cutting through stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big one. It's not like you can't hold it with one hand.
I
Okay.
don't know. We got those little tiny, small little chainsaws that you can
Yeah.
probably not safely cut, but you can cut it with one hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
What exactly is on the fire truck? Like everything on it that you guys can remember?
A lot.
Yeah.
Chainsaws.
Yeah, we went over that.
We got some equipment to extricate a car, cut it up.
Okay. Like the jaws of life and everything?
Big scissors.
I
Okay.
remember when MT went out to take their photos and stuff. I remember seeing smashed up glass in the car on its side over there.
Yeah.
It made for great photos, but it was so confusing. I had no idea what had just gone on.
Yeah, it looked like a crime scene had gone down
Literally.
Yeah.
right before we got there.
Yes, yeah. So we got them. Big tools, heavy tools.
We've actually been stuck on your fire tower before.
John-
With
On
doors
it or
locked?
in it?
On the balcony type of thing.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
You were stuck on the balcony?
Yeah, I ended up using the little vent shaft to climb down because the door locked from the outside.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Yeah, and then another time, if I remember correctly, it was me, Elliot, Joey, and then I think Andrew or Zach was. Andrew was there.
Multimedia students.
Yes, a bunch of us. We forgot that the door shut on the balcony, so we let it shut. And then 7 of us were stuck out there for a good 15 minutes. and it's just we had a scream from one of your instructors to come and help us because none of us were brave enough, like my beautiful co-host over here, John.
Let's talk about the fire tower now, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's an interesting structure. Going inside it like us and having no idea what goes on there. Clearly, there's smoke, fire, whatever, right? But like,
Yeah.
how does that work? Like, is there actual fire? Are you actually putting stuff out?
Yes.
Yes, there's fire. There's only one room we set fire to, and that's the one that when you walk in, it has black walls and nothing else, and it's just a pit. I don't know if you guys were in that room at all.
Was it like the kitchen area? Or
No, it's like you walk in. We call it probably the front door, close to the
Okay.
road. You walk straight into that, straight forward, and you go into a room that's pitch black. There's just like a little bin, and it's completely
Oh, okay. So
black.
it's
I
that-
think, I think
okay.
we know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically exactly when you walk in.
Yeah.
You don't have any It's like right next to like the mannequin room, as I would put it. Is you have a
Yeah.
bunch of
It
mannequins
has
in there.
Yeah.
no lights. It's pitch black, so that's
Yeah.
probably why we
Yep.
missed it. But
Yeah.
that makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense now.
Yes.
If I remember, I never really stayed in that room. It's like, oh, okay, it's just a room you pass through.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's the hottest room in that building. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing with on the topic of the mannequins, do you like spread them throughout the entire building, and I'm guessing you use them as like rescue practice instead of actual people?
But yeah, when it's high, we don't use actual people. We'll use the
Yeah.
mannequins. We do learn, I think, a little bit with actual firefighters.
Yeah, but there's like no smoke or anything. He just teaches us like how to. Well, no, there's artificial smoke.
Yeah, we have a smoke machine.
Oh, okay.
I think 2 of them, brand new. You can get that tower pretty much pitch black
Okay.
just from the smoke.
Yeah, and we have like inside of our fire coats we have a DRD. It's like a little. I don't know. It's like a little rope that you just pull down and like latches over your arms and over your arms and stuff.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then it's just super easy to drag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also learn like carry, but we do a little bit of both mannequin and actual people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing probably since you said you only set fire to the black room, as I say, is probably an easy way to call it.
Yeah.
What's with are the taller rooms like in the actual like big tower that goes up that we've been on several times that lead out to the what am I thinking of? The
Balcony.
Balcony, yeah. Is that just for mannequins or do you use it for other stuff in there?
That's our search and rescue rooms usually.
Okay.
Yeah, they can move the beds, the furniture all around.
Okay.
Make it different each time. They can smoke that up with the smoke machines, so we don't know what we're going into.
Okay.
So that's what we use.
It's
that.
so creepy, though, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
we found a detached baby mannequin head just
That was one.
sitting there, and it was
Yeah, that
Super
was an
uncanny.
experience.
Oh my gosh.
Another room I want to talk to you guys about because I have to know what it's actually used for is I cannot think of a possible thing it's used for. Is so once you get onto the balcony, that little door that goes over that like gate like for a mouse and everything or something.
Yeah.
What is that room used for?
I actually don't know. Do you know, Braden?
No, we were not told anything about that.
Yeah, that's
That is
I'm gonna be
just
honest.
a room that is there.
No idea what that's for.
I
Yeah.
remember there being like a ladder in the structure.
Yeah,
that,
on the
like,
outside on the balcony.
Yeah,
And
does
several
that hatch
people climbed
open?
up of it.
Oh yeah.
I was not afraid. I was not brave enough to do that.
What? Okay, but so that's how the fire tower works. We got the ambulance answered. Is there any other fire-related questions that you can think of?
So this was more of I guess you'd call it a joke question, but it is also something that I genuinely want to know. Have you guys practiced on saving cats from trees?
Like, oh my
Gosh.
god.
No. We've done ladders.
Okay.
Not necessarily cats. I always like to say that's the police officer's job.
Okay.
they have to play with firefighter once in a while. They always want to be one, so
Yeah.
that's their job.
Is that like an inside joke that police officers want to be a firefighter?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Inside joke. What? It's
I'd never
true.
heard of that.
It's
Like
true,
that's the
yeah.
first of me hearing about that. Sorry.
we always
alright.
we always joke with like police officers saying that if you just would have passed your fire test, you could actually be a real hero.
Ooh, that is some shade. Okay.
What else do we
Walking
got?
on
Any
the
other
line.
questions, Logan?
Oh, okay. So another question I wanted to ask, which I feel like the answer is fairly obvious, but you never know until you ask.
Mm-hmm.
Who in your class actually sets the fires? Is that you or your teacher?
That's usually a teacher or something.
Okay.
Yeah, how they do it is kind of cool. They take a flare
Oh, okay.
and sometimes they put it on a stick, so they just and then whoop.
So it's not like a flamethrower you got in your class or whatever.
I
Nah,
wish.
we don't got Elon Musk flamethrower now. Sadly, we don't.
You guys should get like mech suits for your class. Because then it's even safer than your actual fire suit because it's full on. Just you got a full on suit of armor.
I think that was in the order for the new building that we're gonna get.
I don't even know what's in that order. They got so much nicer stuff than what we got now.
Yeah.
We got hand-me-downs and stuff. Granted, we do got some brand new tools, but
Yeah.
that new building looks really nice.
Okay. So since we've talked a lot about fire, let's talk about EMS a little bit.
Oh gosh.
Which I've got less questions for EMS, but my grandfather was a EMS person too. He was in ambulances and everything. I have one story. It's a little graphic, so I won't. I can go into it, but I won't go into the gruesome details. So I think it was like a situation where a kid was hit by a car. Have you guys ever is that like a situation you've been trained for, like for people being hit by cars and everything?
Absolutely.
Yes, we're told there's usually children, smaller people, and then we're told tall people. The smaller ones will go under the car. Tall people will go over the car.
Okay.
And yeah.
Does that type of stuff scare you? Like, you hear these stories and like all these different types of calls and what can happen. Are you at all scared for after you graduate going into this field, or do you feel like prepared?
A little bit. I mean, if you're not scared, then
You're kind of crazy.
You get a
Yeah.
little what called complacent, and you don't see the dangers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't be too scared where you're afraid. So
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good way to
like
look at it.
I think it's a quote I heard once. Well, of course it's a quote, but I can't remember where I heard it from. But being brave is not being not afraid. It's being afraid but doing it anyways. So
Yeah.
I've heard.
of course you guys are gonna be afraid a little bit, but you guys are braver than us and everything. At least I would say, since your field and everything.
No.
But you still go out and do it when you need to. So
Yeah, could be the middle of the night.
So, like, do you
Yeah.
guys do any work to school type of school to work type of stuff? Like, because you mentioned working with actual firefighters.
So they bring in real firefighters to teach us. A lot of them are from Walpock. They come in a lot. We got some guys on Lima, Shawnee. They'll come in. I wish we did like a school to work where we could go for 2 weeks to a department, but we don't do that. Just how dangerous the field is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The most we got field of work is in the EMS side, the EMT side, and that is the clinicals. But you get 5 days out of the whole year, was it, or is it the semester?
Whole year.
Yeah. Out of the whole year to actually go ride-alongs to all these.
Just departments or hospitals. We
Yeah.
can take a day off of school is about the closest thing. We can go on our off days, weekends after school.
Right.
So it's kind of like our college visit days and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we
exactly.
use.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah, we use them same forms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I know there's a lot of juniors and maybe just a couple of seniors that are on departments either as cadet or now that they have certification, they're actually on a department as a part-time or something, still in high school.
Cool. All right. Good
So-
stories.
One thing is, I remember this from a while back. It was like when we first came in to talk to you guys about this idea and doing this. You said Austin was your captain.
Yes.
How exactly does that work? Like, are you in like
So-
different groups and everything?
So we do have a ranking system, and it's kind of funny. So it's not like you don't earn it the same way as you would in a normal station, but
Okay.
we went on to interviews with actual firefighters and stuff like that, captains, lieutenants, and stuff like
Fire
that.
chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire chiefs, yeah. And then you interview them, shake your hands, give resume, and then whoever scored the highest or whoever they liked the most will continue to get that rank or lower. So this is my captain right here.
Yeah.
Is-
So they take the each interviewer has a paper. They grade you on each question and appearance, all this, confidence. They take all that, combine it. They take a written test, and they don't make the written test easy. It's not like what's 2 + 2.
Okay.
It's more of like what's X + A equals, yeah, that kind of stuff, but fire related.
Okay.
And then they take the score, add it all up. Whoever has the highest score is asked if they want to be captain, and then you have 3 lieutenants for our class.
Well, you see, I
Okay.
never made it that far for the test.
So, I'm guessing in terms of like rank and everything, the chief's at the top,
Yeah.
but that's obviously your teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's an instructor.
Okay.
We don't. Chief is a title that is like sought after. You have
Okay.
to really earn it. It's
Okay.
more on a department setting.
Okay.
We don't really use that in our class.
Okay, but like if you were like an actual department, he'd probably be the
Yeah.
one that'd be
Yeah.
the chief.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah.
Okay. That was something that was interesting. It was the way you made it sound like is what I thought it was like, you know, like a military company and whatever. I was thinking more like medieval, obviously, but
So like,
I just hear captain. It's like when we go to war, Austin's our leader. It's like,
follow him into battle.
yeah,
But-
exactly.
But no, like my question is, you don't have to go down all the little ranks or whatever. But like, what is the different? Like, do you have different jobs in your class? Like, I know that spa has their different placements for like cleaning up and getting stuff done around the classroom. Do you guys have that type of thing with your system?
Not really. I mean, the captain's in charge of the other lieutenants and the company the captain's a part of. Lieutenants are just in charge of their company. But how we do it is we all do pitch in, we all do something. So I'm not just sitting there in a big fancy throne
Yeah.
saying, you do this, you do
Yeah.
that.
No, of course, yeah.
I'm out there too, and like it just depends on what we do. Like 411 blast, we split it up on crews. So one crew would be maybe out at the tower, the other crew was showing the truck. We usually split it up that way.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Makes sense.
So, one thing is, how many like groups are there for your lab and everything?
We got 4 different crews. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the juniors, they up the number for who can actually come into the program. Juniors have 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so I'm curious. Do you have like any alumni, like graduates from other past fire EMT classes that have come in yet, or anything like that?
Yeah.
Past seniors.
Our program still, I don't know how long you guys had your program, but I think this is our 3rd or 4th year in ours. So
Cool.
ours is still fairly new, but we had a couple guys come in because they landed a full-time job right out of high school,
Cool.
making, oh gosh, who knows how much, but no college debt, and they got a full-time job.
Okay.
Yeah. Mitch got hired like 2 weeks after.
Yeah, last year, one of the seniors got hired onto Bath Township as part-time, and then about couple months ago, he got hired on Lima Fire,
Yeah.
Okay.
his
Cool.
dream job.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Just had a thought in my head. Oh, that's what it was. I was assuming your guys' lab was a newer one, considering you're basically out in the sticks compared to everyone else. You're just out on that separate building, and HVAC is out there now, and they're quite literally the newest lab, right? They're
Yes.
Yeah.
just this year.
Yep.
I think they replaced Floral, basically.
Yeah.
So-
Floral just dropped out after the last year. But I was on the way there. The journey we have to make in the cold to get to you guys, by the way, the freezing wind.
It's not
On the
great.
building, it says that it was established in 2017. So it's
Oh,
only been
okay.
a
I
few
didn't
years.
even notice that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't notice that either.
I
I didn't know that.
That thing
They're
is-
they're from the building. They haven't even seen it.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
We know more about their building than they do.
Yeah.
Have you ever like held like one of the big fire hoses when it's like full and spraying water everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the only one that we haven't held was the 5-inch, and then that's the
That's the
refinery one.
Yeah, supply line. Like, have you ever seen like the big yellow? Like, probably it's 5 inches. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
That we don't
Like
necessarily
5
hold
inches
that.
thick or like long?
Diameter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Diameter. Yeah. But yeah, we hold the hoses and spray with them. And your first time on a hose, if you're on the hose long enough, you get sore in the muscles, shoulders and stuff, just by the pressure.
So, I feel like I already know the answer to this, but obviously for the people at home listening to this, or wherever you guys are when you're listening to this, maybe at home, but have you guys, because I know like not firefighters, police officers have to be like tased and everything so they know what it feels like. Have you guys ever been sprayed with the hose to know what it feels like?
There's no way. That takes off layers of skin on that pressure. There's no way.
Well, not in our lab, but I have been sprayed by one, and not directly. It was on top, like the gun on top of the truck. It's called a deck gun. You like it goes in a big arc.
Oh, okay.
So I've been like that, but I'd have known people. They lower the pressure down. Still, you can feel it through the turnout gear. You don't do it to civilian clothes, but
Yeah.
in the gear, I've known people who have gotten in like a little play water fight, if you will.
What?
Play water fight. They cease to exist. It's like, well, we turned it up too high, Johnson. Next time, let's turn it down a little lower.
Yeah, they keep it where it's like it's barely even pumping though.
But you can still feel it.
You can feel it a little bit, yeah. Because if we
Okay.
put it up to maximum pressure, it'd knock you over.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd hurt.
It's like those videos of like video games or whatever where the people use them to fly and everything.
Oh
Just-
my god.
Oh my gosh, there are actually people actually can get boosted up from the hoses, and there's like so many videos of that.
I don't know if you've seen it,
What the
Fire
heck?
Hose Rodeo, where they like get on a fire hose and it's whipping them around like a bull.
That's an actual thing.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Find a
Got
clip of that and put some like old school cowboy music, rodeo.
That's the next extreme sport.
see it in the Olympics.
Exactly.
They're just
that's
timing
what's
them.
going on.
If they last like a minute or so, it's world record.
So, have you guys ever actually like gone out on like an actual call and everything?
I have. Fire-wise, we all have almost all of us. We still have to, some of us have to get started on clinicals, but we've all should have EMS.
Okay.
Brady, you're getting started with that, yeah.
I'm getting started.
I've been actually fought a car fire. Was
Oh, okay.
one of the first ones I was actually on the NASA. It was a 3-man crew, volunteer
Okay.
department. Might not get much on some calls, might get the whole department. Who knows? So yeah, I fought that car fire one time.
Okay. So I know it happens in a lot of video games, so I felt like if anybody to ask, it'd either be you guys or like Auto Collision or whatever. Do cars blow up like they do in games, or is that like an exaggeration?
I don't know. What do you want to hear?
I-
'Cause
Well, I don't know. I don't think they're blowing stuff up. In
Well,
their
no,
lab.
I
You
mean,
don't
like,
have
have you-
pieces go everywhere.
I figured like maybe if that was something that was like, I'm not figuring you're like
I-
detonating stuff in your lab.
No.
I thought maybe like, oh, you're taught this, so like if there's a car fire,
Right.
be ready if it starts to blow up.
Okay.
I mean,
there are
the be-
factors.
The better
but-
question is, have you had like to put out a car fire? Because you obviously had the one smashed or whatever Jaws of Life thing you were doing, but have you had a car on fire that you were told to put out?
we trained. I don't know if you guys see the metal car out there. That one we don't cut up. We put wood into it, and we represent that. It's not a great representative. It still teaches the basics of approaching it at an angle.
Okay.
Yeah.
An actual car fire is not the most fun to put out, especially when it's in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd the car get there?
We don't know. It was there, no one around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gone
It just happens, man.
Welcome to the fire service.
Yeah.
Who knows why it's there, but we got to do it.
In the field, you're going to be saying, it happens, man.
How'd that end up there is one of the questions we asked after we get back to station.
That's a question you ask a lot, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So, okay, so I'm guessing you guys probably don't have a helicopter in your lab, but have you ever ridden in a helicopter for your lab?
No.
I bet they wish.
That-
Absolutely.
yes. So for helicopters, like for life flight and stuff like that, there is a very strict weight requirement.
Okay.
And that's at least 200 pounds with full gear on.
Okay.
So, and the gear is like 75 pounds.
Yeah, I have
Oh
no
yeah,
idea.
that makes sense because helicopters aren't like big jetliners that can carry a lot. Helicopters are fairly light, all things considered.
Yeah, so you're not going to see a big guy like me hop out of a helicopter.
You're not that big, I'd say. But
So usually every summer, there's wildfire season, whatever. Around
Yeah.
California, everything.
that's what I was
Yeah.
more thinking with it, with the
Yeah.
fire angle at
Oh,
least.
okay.
It just like sparked a memory for me, because there's the airplanes that will pour water down, and sometimes there's controlled burns where they to get rid of fuel for that fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys had any training in that regard? Like, I get it's Ohio, right? But like, I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe
We
you do
got
want to go to
Southern
California
Ohio,
someday.
Yeah.
We're told about it. Yeah, we're told about it. That's about the extent and how to approach it. But we more specialize for here. 'Cause
In the
best
common,
grass
Yeah.
fire,
Yeah.
a little, not even an acre grass fire. We get told a little bit like a cornstalk fire is probably most extensive thing we might get around here.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, of course. Okay, so it would make sense that you're more localized training, but
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
curious. Just
Actually, like get your lab to like instead of going to a fast, you should go to it's the place with all the trampolines.
Oh, I know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
Sky
Yeah, down
Zone?
like
Sky Zone,
yeah.
yeah.
You're
I
telling me
wish
to go
that'd
to a
be
trampoline
awesome.
park?
It's still exercise.
That is true.
Yeah,
That'd be fun. We gotta bring that up.
yeah, we got to bring it, man.
I mean, nice thing about fast is we got it all to ourselves. When we go,
Oh,
there might be
okay.
one or two people there, but usually not. So it's all to our lab and SES. SES, yeah.
So, like,
Yeah,
what
that's
kind of exercises do they want you specializing in for your type of job? Is it like all strength, cardio, etc.?
It's a mixture of both. A lot of
A
cardio.
lot of cardio.
Like they tell us sometimes that we're doing as much cardio as some of the military guys are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See,
Just-
that's what I've heard.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
you guys got to stay in shape for your job.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
us over here, if we get out of shape that much, it's not too big of a deal. But for you guys, that's literally life or death.
All we gotta do is sit in a chair and we're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you guys got all the oxygen in the world. We go into a house fire, we only have that bottle.
Well,
on
yeah,
us.
that
We
too.
got to make that thing
How
last.
how
We got 20
reliable
minutes.
are those? I'm curious.
They're pretty reliable. They're
Pretty
put
good.
through some pretty heavy testing because
Right.
that's our only lifeline in there.
Got it.
We are taught how to fix it and stuff. We can actually connect our breathing, what we're breathing, onto, let's say, his pack. So
Yeah.
I can breathe off of his pack and he can breathe off
So,
of
like,
it
say
too.
you're running low, you're about to run out, and he's ignore that. You're running low, he's about to run out.
And go in your bloopers.
You can rely on him in the worst case scenario.
yeah.
Yes.
Good. Got it. Okay, that's good.
So this has been more of a joke question, but when we're talking about the oxygen packs, it got me thinking. Have you guys ever tried to make a jet pack out of one of those things?
Oh my god.
So there's like at least 3 or 4 videos on YouTube where you can definitely spin around. There are people that would be sitting in chairs and just crack the bottle all the way open. They'll go at least like 30 miles per hour. It's crazy.
This reminds me of like the carbonation tanks at like a fast food place. Like,
Yeah.
Like they're just. Psh. Anyways.
So we're getting a little closer to, so I think we should hop into our current event section with my lovely co-host.
So that's a big thing. I don't know what you guys are into, so I'm about to ask you some really pointless questions. Are you ready? What
Let's
type of
do
music are
this.
you into?
Kind of anything that has words, really. I
Anything
am
that has
into,
words?
yeah.
Anything but country.
Wow. Okay. Now, see, I do
Rated.
country.
Yeah.
I can do
appreciate
country.
that's
the heck?
basically me
Country,
too.
I'm just
Anything
not.
but country.
Yeah.
Like I'll listen to country if I have to. It's like mustard. I'll eat it if I got to, but if not, it's not really my thing.
Where it's at in the country is the older stuff, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Then
I get
some of the newer stuff, No, some of that old stuff though, it's like wow.
New country now, I've heard them try to like mix it up with rap music, and it's just I can't. I can't.
It's terrible.
The only
on both
country that
ends.
I really like that isn't like older country stuff is Thomas Rhett. But I don't know why, but I just really like his music.
I don't know.
I've never heard of Thomas Rhett. I'm sorry.
Really.
You have to
I'm
look
so
him
sorry.
up, John.
I'm sure you've heard maybe a song of him. He's pretty good.
His Crash
He's
and Burn
famous.
is the best one, I'd say.
Mr. Bredan, what kind of music you into, sir?
Oh, I just said anything but country.
So that goes for both of you, or are you both speaking anything but country?
I like
he loves country.
I love country, but I listen to also rap. Not like rap like Eminem. So good rap.
Yeah. I mostly listen just to plan out beats more than anything, like instrumentals and stuff like that.
I can respect that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite country singer, go.
Country singer. Right off the bat, Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
valid.
No,
That's
yeah,
valid.
that,
Absolutely.
that's a good
valid.
one.
Everybody
yeah.
loves Johnny Cash.
Yeah, everybody knows Johnny Cash.
Bredan.
Yes.
If you had to choose, it could be now or of all time, favorite music artist.
Favorite music artist.
Doesn't even have to be a popular one. Throw something at me that I've never heard before. if you
Man,
need to.
I know it's basic, but I grew up on Eminem. I used to listen to Eminem
I
all
like
the time.
this guy.
Yeah.
No, I respect it. I
Yeah.
also listen to Eminem. Not on the daily, but I had like a bit of a kick on him at the start of the school year. So
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Since we're on that, John, let me ask your favorite.
my favorite music, right now I'm into metal, but sometimes I will go into Eminem and I'll start
Okay.
listening to hip hop. Sometimes Suicide Boys, stuff like that. I don't think that is gonna make it to the final cut, but
What boys?
But no, nothing. No, we're not talking about that because I don't know if they want me saying that. PG, but yeah, no. I'm into metal right now, right?
Okay.
And sometimes I will get into rap. It'll be Eminem. Sometimes it was a little bit of Kanye West. Unfortunately, not anymore.
man.
Yeah, no,
Now
I'm a
we're
little
in a-
upset at
From
that,
the other
but
day.
no, it varies. It varies a lot with my music. Sometimes I'll be listening to instrumentals too, but
So who's like your favorite? I know, like I'm supposed to be. We're being interviewed.
you're
right
okay to
now,
ask questions, man. That's fun.
but like what metal artists do you mostly listen to?
Right now it's Slipknot.
Hey.
I'm
Okay,
into
that makes
Slipknot right
sense.
now. In
Hey.
fact, a little bit of news. Not to like flex or anything, but I'm going to a music festival in July, and Slipknot's gonna be there.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay.
It's very fun.
I
It's
li-
at the old reformatory.
Are you planning to go in a mosh?
What is that? Like the mosh pit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. I was about to say, but like, what is mosh?
It's mashed
No.
potatoes.
Probably not, dude. I am a twig. I would get beat up so fast. But anyways, Logan, you need the spotlight, man. What do you
Yeah.
do?
So I mostly listen to like 21 Pilots and everything.
Okay.
I've been to
Okay.
their concert before. It was like we spent like $300 on merchandise alone.
Oh, wow.
We brought the big money for those, but I'm also listening to like Young Blood and everything, which
Okay.
he
I've
spells it
never
a little differently, but and it's also like Shinedown and
Shinedown's pretty
Slipknot
good.
too.
Last summer I was big into Shinedown, but this year it's just been Slipknot, like Deftones, and that's about it. I'm supposed to have like a little news segment, right? So this is the part where I'm just gonna be talking my mouth off for like a second. All right.
Alright.
Assuming that this airs before Valentine's Day. All right. This is a reminder for people to get candy grams. Okay. They're being sold at lunch for like $1 or something, something along those lines. And did you just whip while I'm doing my spiel? Did you
Please
just
tell
whip?
me? No, wait. We did record it because even if it's not showing up there, it's always recording. We have that.
So happy that's on.
We're turning that into a meme.
The
Go for it.
disrespect. No, but yeah.
When the candy grams come.
No, but yeah, so candy grams at lunch, $1, pretty sure. Hopefully I'm not wrong about that. And they're being sold until Valentine's Day. So if this goes up after Valentine's Day, then
We'll
just
cut that
ignore
out.
this. Yeah, just too late, I guess. Go to the store and get some chocolate yourself, all right? Anyways, I don't know if there's much else going on right now. I know that there's a lot of HOSA competitions and like skills stuff going on right now. I heard you guys talking about that earlier. So like,
Yes.
you want to give me a rundown? Didn't you say you were going to regionals?
I went to, I'm going regionals this year. I went actually to nationals last year. One state
crazy.
and went down to Atlanta, Georgia for a week and went to nationals. But yeah, go to regionals February 17th.
That's cool.
For us.
Awesome. Amazing.
That reminds me of the CTSO competitions. If I remember correctly, didn't you get gold for your lab on one of them? Or
Yeah, I got gold both years. I'm not going to toot my own horn or
you're
anything,
just
but
like Elliot. Elliot got his gold 2 years in a row. What did you guys do for your CTSO competition?
last year was first aid and CPR, which basically we just get, what would you say, like points for doing the
Okay.
CPR right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You didn't crack anybody's ribs.
Sorry to.
That's
Oh God, no. Hopefully not.
That's what I remember from
It's-
health class in like 7th grade. It's like if you do this wrong, you'll crack someone's ribs, and that really scared me.
sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like chicken bones in a way. If
Oh,
you know what that
okay.
feels like.
Life
Yeah.
over limbs is what we're told.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. That's a very good motto. But not to cut it close, but we have like 5 minutes left before we send you
Oh,
back.
okay.
All right.
It's currently 2:02, so just letting you know.
Okay, and they want to see our lab a little bit after this too.
They,
Absolutely.
Is that what they said? Wait, you guys want
Yes.
to see a lab?
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
They said
why
it before
not?
the episode started.
Yeah, we walked
Oh,
in and
my bad.
kind of cool environment.
Yeah,
Not
no,
gonna
that
lie.
works.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Cool. Well, we're flattered. But real quick, just to end this little current events thing, right?
Mhm.
Are you guys movie people at all? Any of you?
Eh.
I mean,
No?
I've been watching a lot of movies lately. Yeah.
Have you seen anything new in theaters or anything that you need to tell us about? Like anything off the top of your head?
Puss in Boots too.
Puss in Boots. That is unironically a good movie. Unironically.
Are either of you guys excited for Quantumania when it comes out?
That's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. It has Kang and everything in it.
I don't really watch movies that much, so it's all
I
you,
don't-
Braden.
I don't know. Hot take. I didn't really like the Ant-Man movie. Hot take.
My dad
But-
would fight you over that. But I'm mostly excited for it because of Kang and everything.
Okay.
Because of the fact that the way the trailers put it, it seems like he's basically killed the Avengers before. Because he's a time traveler and everything. So the best thing you can do if it is like he's killed the Avengers countless times before. So this group of Avengers that we see in the MCU it's just another group for him. It's nothing new. Like
Yeah.
he has like hundreds of Mjolnirs. It's literally like a paperweight for him.
Yeah.
So like that's just Marvel lore,
Yeah.
right? So like the Mjolnir is like Thor's hammer. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the movie I'm gonna get into is Avatar: The Way of the Water. Has anybody seen the first Avatar?
I've seen the first one, but I haven't seen the second one just
The
yet.
second one, I went to
it.
see it with a friend of mine that is in Spot, and it was
Fallon?
amazing. Yeah, I went to see
Okay.
it with Fallon.
You can say Fallon's name. It's not like it's a bad
Look, I don't
movie.
know. I did not like talk about what. Anyways, moving on. The movie was amazing. It's like 3 hours or something, right? But I loved it, so I highly recommend you go see it because it is crazy good. So Avatar, like the first movie, was one of the best in the box office.
The blue people.
Yeah, the blue.
Okay.
Wait, what did you think?
we were talking about Airbender.
If we're talking about Airbender, if we're talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, that's not bad either. That's a decent TV show, just not the live action one. The live action one is so bad.
Yeah.
But I know you're not movie people, so I'm gonna cut it short. Just like if you ever need an idea, like go to the movies or something, go see that. That was super fun.
All right.
All right.
Or
that's-
Quantumania when it comes out.
I am not gonna watch Quantumania after Endgame. I don't like Marvel anymore.
It's still something to see though. Like,
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. But I think it's good to end on this note. Do you want to conclude, or would you like me to conclude?
I don't know exactly how to conclude, so I'm going to hand it over to you.
Cool. All right. Love it. So
Yeah.
hopefully we got a lot of hot questions answered today about fire and EMS. The purpose of this
Hot
specific
questions.
podcast episode was to like.
Fire's hot, guys.
Fi-
That's
Stop,
Yeah.
drop, and roll.
stop, drop, and roll.
All right, so stop, drop, and roll. That's from Braden. All right, remember that going throughout your daily life in
That's
high
a
school.
senior quote.
Yeah,
Stop, drop, and roll.
yearbook. It's gonna be sitting there, right under his name.
No
Um,
context,
Just stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Let's wrap this up. So just have a good day, I guess. We'll
Yeah.
see you around. Hopefully this airs before Valentine's Day because this is being shot like on the 3rd of February. So
Yeah.
this is either gonna be really outdated or amazingly accurate. So
Make sure you guys do your homework.
yeah.
If
We
you
have
don't
to
do
add
your
in a
homework
little
and
bit.
you fail high school,
We
that's not gonna
have to add in that little